Hello everyone and welcome to AITS Webinar. My name is Moser and I'll be your host for today. Today's session it will be the basic steps for OMI. Today we'll go from InTouch, existing InTouch for system applications, for system platform, an application that already exists, and we will extend it or change it or use it, the existing graphic, and create an OMI application. So today's session, it's basically the basic steps. So it's the prerequisites for this session is someone who already knows the basics of system platform, application server, what is deployment model, what is plant model, the graphics, the orchestra graphics, etc., etc. Those basics are needed. And for this session is designed for those who wants to understand more technically what is OMI, or who doesn't know anything about it and they want to put their hands on it, and for those who already have a project in InTouch and for system platform and they want to change it or extend it or switch it to OMI. So let me walk you through the presentation. So today's agenda, it will be about, first we'll talk about the features. Then we'll talk about the components of OMI, screens and layouts. Then we will create an application. Then we'll talk about the navigation, the built-in navigation that OMI have, the autofill and continent type, which is very important and the key for this application. Then we will customize the navigation, and at the end, we will put an OMI application. And what is an OMI application? First, regarding the features, OMI, first, it's a resolution independent development. So I don't have to design based on a resolution. I can design different resolution on the same application. That's what we'll see when I reach when I will create a screen profile. It have a built-in navigation, as I said. So built-in navigation, it's by default based on the plant model. Is it customized? Yes, it is. We have the autofill contents. Unlike InTouch for System Platform, or as plus the InTouch for System Platform, InTouch for System Platform is showing symbols and have the show graphic script, for example, in here. I can use the show graphic script to make a pop-up screen, but I have another script for I call show content. So we are focusing more on contents. Then we have OMI have an integrated security with Galaxy. So I don't need to design in the application like in InTouch. I have to go for special, go for security, and then choose what is the security type I have. No, here in OMI, it's already integrated with the security with the Galaxy. And if you are using an operating system security, the same user that you are opening the Windows with, it will be automatically logged into the application when you open the application. So no need to put the login username and password. And this will happen automatically without any script. As well, there is no client installation on the remote operator workstations. That means I don't have to install anything, just the basic bootstrap part. So I don't need to install any software, any additional software on any PC to open the OMI. Unlike InTouch for System Platform, where for the operator I have to install InTouch Application Manager and I have to install the window viewer, and for the where I have to put the engineering station, I have to install the window maker plus window viewer plus InTouch Application Manager. Here, no, I don't need any of these because I'm working inside the GR as a pure object, and you'll see it's just an object, and it doesn't need any additional software. And once I'm deploying it, it will be opened without any additional client. So this will reduce some of the installation complexity. Another feature in OMI that OMI support multi-instances on the same node. That means on the same PC, on the same computer, and I can open with the same even user. I can open several applications at the same time. Unlike InTouch, I can open only one application. And if I want to open another application, I have to close all the application. I have to close the application from this node and open another one. Here, OMI, I can open several applications at the same times, even if InTouch is running as well. Another feature here in InTouch OMI, InTouch OMI is multi-thread application, unlike InTouch for System Platform, which is a mono-thread application. There is another thing that's coming with InTouch 2020. Just before that, InTouch OMI 2017 doesn't support the .NET client control, like Alarm client control, Trend client control. All these client control are not supported by OMI. This is why there is something called OMI application that can be a substitute for those client controls. But the good news, in 2020, the OMI 2020 can support the .NET client control. As I said, the multi-touch gesture without any kind of script, just check touch screen, just a simple click, and you can use your application for one finger element operation, two finger for pan operation, zoom in, zoom out, sweep, etc. to change from a pan to another pan. We will talk about pan. 3 fingers for application operations, plus the knock, and more. Now, let's go for just talk about the components of InTouch OMI. To create a view app or OMI application, we need first to create a screen profile. That means the screens where to display, the layout and pans. The layout and pans looks like something like Windows in InTouch for System Platform, but in more simple way. So layouts and pans, it's how to display those screens. And the components, the symbols, layouts, OMI, those are the components of the view app. Those all will be inside the view app. Then I'll put the view app inside a view engine, and the view engine inside a Win platform that will be deployed on the Bootstrap. So the deployment model is very similar like InTouch for System Platform. Win platform that hosts the view engine that hosts the application. Just instead of InTouch view app, it will be view app. So how to design, what is the InTouch OMI workflow? First, let's design the standards, object and symbol. This is common, similar for all project, InTouch OMI or anything else. Then we will build the view app. As we said, we create the screen, layouts, then we put the content, then we put all and collect all the view inside the view. So what's the main difference between OMI and InTouch for System Platform is the main difference is how to create the application. Both of them will use the same content, but the difference is how to create and collect the application, plus more features in OMI. Yeah, and there is something called applications and not the client control in OMI. Then we deploy, we make the deployment, and we run the instance. So first thing we have to do is the screen profiles. What is screen profile? It's simply what are the screens that will show me this application. For example, I have 2 screens. So from the beginning, I'll create 2 screens, and I will design if the screens are touchable or not touchable. And then on the runtime, when I open my instance, my view application will open 2 windows, and I simply drag and drop the right windows in the right screen. This is only for the first time. Next time I open the view app, it will be automatically assigned the right windows, the right window to the right screen. Okay, though, so the question is, what if I have a simple one screen, but two screens in the design? So I designed for 2 screens, but I'm opening in one screen. Simply, the two windows will be opened, and as a normal Windows application, I can change and switch between those two screens with an Alt plus Tab. Very easy to use. Next is the layout and pans. The layouts is what the content can be displayed and how to display it. A layout can contain the symbols that I created in the toolbox, graphic toolbox, or linked with whether in the objects. A layout can have the applications, alarms, map app, GIS, historical, etc., etc. Many apps. We have many apps, and I will show you where to find those apps. And if I want to add another app that I don't have, I'll show you where to download it. Another layout, that's mean a layout can have another layout. So I can have a layout inside a layout, or a pen inside a layout inside a pen. As I said here, the script that we can use is show content, similar of show graphic in InTouch for System platform, but here show content. Let's go for the first demo, how to create the application. So we will create a screen layout, and I will add as well the navigation just to make the basic of my screen. So let's open. This is my application. I have a project running on InTouch, a simple project, simple InTouch for System platform with those windows. Now, the key here, it will be very easy to switch it. I can switch it to OMI in not more than 5 minutes. But the key here is to follow the standards of InTouch for System platform design. So those are not an element that exists on Windows. Actually, it's a screen. The whole screen is assigned to a window. So I already prepared a screen as well for the instances. So if I'm following the standards of InTouch for System platform, switching from InTouch for System platform or extended or creating an OMI will be very easy. If not, there'll be some workaround to make it, but it's not that hard. So this is the window viewer. Let's close it, and let's create our application. So where to start? How to start my application? As I said, first we have to create the screen profile. Let's open the graphic toolbox. Now, I already create my application based on a default Galaxy. So in default Galaxy, I have the default contents and my contents. It's a different, it's organizing my application in a different way. So let's say I'm opening my content and I want to create the screen. Where to find the screen and how to create it? Very simple. In any folder, but I have a folder for screen. Right-click, new, screen profile. Creating the profile. And here it is. This is my first screen profile. I'll keep the name. You can change. You can put whatever name you want. So I'll keep it screen profile _001. Double-click to open it, and there is the screen. So this is my primary screen. You can change the resolution. If you know the resolution of your screen, it's better to have it because there is a wide screens, a tall screen, etc. Maybe you need to make it for a mobile application. Anyway, it's better to give it for resolution. But if you don't follow the resolution, don't worry. This is a vector-based application, so it will stretch or shrink based on the vector. So the resolution will not be bad, or it will not disturb the graphics. So this is my primary screen. I want it as touch screen as well. The name, leave it primary. The good thing here, I can create up to 50 screens. So what if I have a video wall? From the beginning, I will create a video wall for 4, for example. This is my video wall. I can create how it's look like. This is my primary screen. This is screen number 2, 1, 2, 3. So when I open my application, it will open with 3 windows. So drag and drop, simply drag and drop the windows to the right screen, and it will show it on the video wall. What if I have Next to the video, on the right, another screen for operator, and as well on the left, I can simply create this kind of screen. So the whole central room, the control central room, is designed from here. Very easy to use. So up to 50 screens. Now the question, what if I have more than 50 screens? Again, I can open multiple application, more than one application. But can your hardware support multiple applications? Then this is all depends on the resources. Let me close it in here. Example. Okay. And for now, I need only one screen, which is the primary. We close, save and close. The screen is ready. Next to the screen, what I need a layout. What is the layout? Simply right-click New and create new layout. I'll name it layout_001. I'll not change the name, and this is my layout. So here, before starting with the layout, you have to create your pre-designed on paper. So just what do you want to show and how to show it? What is the content you need? So this is my pan. Actually, I need 3 pans. Let's click here, add a new pan. That's me like in Windows. I want to have a big pan here to see the overview and details. Another 2 pans in here. So let me add another pan here for trends and here for alarms. This is my design for this application. However, if you look at the properties, the content type is none. So this by default is waiting to have a static graphic. Static graphic like what? Let's go for toolbox, and this is the graphic toolbox. And I can go for my components. Okay, go for graphics and just drag and drop. But we don't work in static graphic. What if I'm clicking on this object? I need to show the details of this object. Another object has another detail. I want to show it as well on the same layout. This is why there is something called autofill. But for now, I will use select all. And for this one, select all. And select all. Now, regarding the properties, you can change the background, you can add a picture, whatever, display mode, opacity, navigation, how you want your navigation for you to discover it. That's it. So autofill, autofill. Not only this, I will add a navigation. So, but I will add the navigation on a slide in pan. So I click to add a slide in pan. And I need it as it is in here. So where to find the navigation or all the applications? You can even search for nav and you'll find it, or simply go for the default content here, apps. You will find something called InTouch OMI applications. Apps. Those are the apps, the built-in app. So, oops, okay. So I will add InTouch. Going for apps. Oh, sorry. Default apps, InTouch apps, and I need a navigation. The map app, we'll go for the map app later. Navigation application. So for this pan, it's better to look at it as 3 navigation, nav 3 content. This is the navigation that is based on the plant model. This is my model, so it will show me exactly what I need: enterprise, system, inside, etc., etc., etc. It will show me this plant model. Go back, and I will add another pan in here, but in this one I will add it. Make it 2 pans and just zoom in a bit to open it. I will add another one in here. Squeeze it. I will add a hamburger here. If I click on the hamburger, this pan, the left pan will slide in. So So this is my hamburger application. Okay, and another navigation as well. Okay, this is the navigation for the pan, and there is a nice one called the title for login. So no need to create your login graphic. Title application. I will add it up. This is the layout. Let's save and close. My screen is ready. My layout is ready. Let's start with the application. So how to create an application. An app, view app. It's similar for what we do for InTouch view application. So let's go for my templates. View app. I have InTouch. This is the one that is working in here. Let's go for the other view apps. As you see, I have InTouch view app. This is for InTouch for system platform, and view app. This is for OMI. Like InTouch view app, this object react in the same way. So right click. The first new object I can create is only a derived template. I'll keep the name as it is for now. And right click, for instance, it will be only an instance. Same object as InTouch view app. So how to create it as well, how to make it. The red X's mean configuration error. Why? Because I didn't configure it yet. So for only once, double click to open it. First I have to choose the screen profile because I choose a default Galaxy. I have many screens pre-designed, but I will choose my screen that I just created. Next. Many layouts. The one that I want is the one that I just created as well. And finish. And that's it. Your application is ready. You can test it. Like in InTouch for System Platform, you have runtime on the corner. Here you have the preview. But I will not test it from here. Just save and close. I'll create an instance for it. Right click, new instance. In the plant model, it's part of the system. In deployment model, it's under the view engine. So right click and deploy. Now, how to open it? How to open it? Simply when you install the Bootstrap, you'll find something called Wonderware Application Manager. The Application Manager is where to open your OMI. This one is empty, and once you deploy, you'll have it. Simply click on Launch, but you have another option. You can open it as read-write application or read-only application. This totally depends on the license. This license, is it read-write or read-only? Read-only, that means I cannot send any control, and this is very good for the dashboarding or video walls or big screens. For me now, it's a normal one. I will click on Launch and it will be opened. And this is my application. As you see, the slide pane in here. You can log in. Fortunately, I cannot log in now because I don't have any security. I have a built-in keyboard. Can go to home. This is my hamburger. And as you see here, if you open, you'll find that the alarm aggregation is by default turned on. So from here, you can find how many alarms you have by severity as well. So right in the side, I have 1 critical alarm, 2 high alarm, 2 medium alarm, and 1 low alarm. Okay. So I have to go to site. Let's go click on pan. And the same one, I can have it from here, plant area, packaging area, but something not good. Actually, the alarm, I don't want it here. I want it down. And I need a trend up here. And this, the overview must be here. So it's not well designed. It's very disorganized. And this is what we will do next. Next is the very important part of my application is to what to show where, to organize my application. And it's very, very easy, but we need to understand a few key points first. So let's go back. As I say, we saw the built-in navigation. Yes, you see, it's by default the plant model, but I can customize it. And this is what I will do because I don't want to open everything until I reach the right assets. Assets mean the area or object. I only need to show the packaging. If I go back to my application, I only need to show packaging and production area. Maybe the system, but do I have anything in my system? Yes, I do have those. Okay, I might put it. But I don't need to show all of these before or upper part. So I can remove them and put it's totally customized. How to do it? From up, I can remove and add and then assign it to the right reference. This will be our next lab. So navigation 3, actually it's an OMI application. Both of them are OMI application. And follow the model in UI. Show the route, etc. Now there is something here. Let's go back to my application. If I open my UApp, there is something here. The autofill from home or assets or whatever. There's something autofill content. There is something called current up then down, or current then up, current only or none. None is actually used if I don't have to follow. There is nothing inside my my plant model. I like what? Like I want to show an application. Then current maybe it's a good option for static symbols. None is good. For static application, this could be useful. But as I said, most of my time it's not static, but it's dynamic. There's other thing here. I can assign the right one. For example, let's say only manager can see this one. That's the system part, where to see the diagnostic, to diagnose my system, what is running or not. So I want to hide it from operators. Can I? Yes, I can simply change the access level from -1 and put it on the right access level. So operator, let's say it's 1,000. If the and this one is 2,000 for managers. If an operator logged in, this one will be hidden. But I will not go for security now. I will keep with the basics. Maybe security will do it in another session. Let's go back in here and talk about this part. Current up then down, current then up, current only and none. So current is actually what I'm clicking on. So if I click on plant, this is my current. What's up? This is going up. That means site, then enterprise, then assets. And down is what are the area inside the plant. So up is what's containing plant, and down is what's contained the plant. What the plant is contained. So this is up and this is down. Why it's important? Let's show it for by example. And you see what I mean by what is very important. Let's say I have the plant has only 2 symbols. Site, which is up, have only 1 symbol. Agitator, which is down, have only 1 symbol. And I'm choosing current up, then down. Once I click on plant, pan 1 will take the first symbol from plant, and pan 1 will take the symbol from plant. Done. 2 symbols are already filled in the pan 1, pan 2. If I have current only, pan 3 and 4 will disappear, and pan 1 and 2 will be stretched and take the whole layout. Yes, it will not be pan 3 and 4 will not be empty. It will disappear, and the next pan will take its place. So pan 1 and 3 will be pan 1, and the symbol plant display 1 will take over both pans. But I have current up then down, so the system first will search what's up. As I said, I have inside one symbol, so pan 3 will take the site overview, and then down, the agitator will go for pan 4. Let's say I have another example, but the plant has 3 symbols. And I click on plant, so pan 1, pan 2, and 3 will get the 3 symbols. Am I done now yet? No, I will go up. So the system will search on site, put it on pan 4. Down, yes, agitator have another one. It have a symbol, but I don't have any place. So no pan available to display agitator 5. Another example, let's see this time I have plant have 3 symbols, site 1 symbol, and agitator only 1 symbol. And this time I click on agitator. So pan 1 this time will take the agitator info. I'm going up. So first I'll go for plant, the nearest assets. Sites still have 1, but there is no place for it. This is related to current up and down. Now, depending on your project, you need all of them. You need only the current, only current and up, or current up and then down. This is the first type of autofill. There is another type of there is another thing we have to take care of. This is the content type. The content type is what type I want to show on what pan. So let's see this example. I have A and B. So those A and B have no autofill. Those have the slide in, the navigation, etc., etc. But I have C, D, E, and F pans. So C have a content type as an overview. D is a detailed, E is a trend, F an alarm. Now in my plant, I have the area plant have an overview symbol and an alarm symbol. Mixing tank have a detailed, trend, and alarm. Pressure meter have a meter. It's none of these 4. Something else, a different type, as per level meter. And I have a current up and down, and I'm clicking the current is mixing now. So once I click on mixing, detailed pan will take the detailed symbol. Trend pan will take the trend symbol from mixing tank, from the current one, and alarm pan will take the alarm symbol. If C it's an alarm and I have another alarm, it will take it. But in this case, I have 2 alarms here, so it can be multiple tab, and I can swap between an alarm and another alarm. Here depends on the tab itself. So if I have 2 alarms, and the alarms, both of them supposed to be here on F, I can swap between them in the same pan. Now, C in this scenario, it's still empty. That's why I will go up. The system will go up and will take the plant overview to put it in C. Another scenario, but this time I'm clicking on plant. Once I click on plant, plant is the current. C and F. C will take the overview from plant, and I have F will take the alarms from plant as well. No more up. I will start to search down. Mixing tank. So detailed will take it from mixing tank, and E, the pan E trend will be taken from mixing tank as well. Make it more clear, last scenario. This time I'm clicking on pressure meter. Because I'm clicking on pressure meter, yes, I do have a symbol, but this symbol have a content type different from all the pans. So this symbol will not be in any of these pans. This is why I will start to search upper, then upper. Regarding the navigation, yes, it's a built-in. It will take by default the Galaxy Plant model. I can add some navigation and give an assets reference. I can give the reference. I can configure the autofill. I can remove items. I can add another items, make it static, dynamic. This is what we will do in navigation, and you will see how difference can be done in just few clicks, and all the application will be organized. This is the demo that we will do. Now I have to search for content type, giving the content type to the graphic. We have to remember to assign the right content to the right graphic as well. And then we'll see application that we designed it from the beginning. Now, here, where to start. Before working with the navigation, I will go for the layout. This is my layout, double click. So as I said, here I want to show an overview. So I'll go for property instead of any, don't select everything. I need an overview. Can have an overview, detailed, etc., etc. And I have user defined. So I can define my own content type. So here it's an overview. Make sure it's an overview. Pan 3, it's a trend. That's what I needed. Select all. So let's say it's historical trend. Something else. Okay. And pan 2, it's historical summary or alarm summary, sorry. Oh, let me change pan 3. It's not historical trend. It's not historical. It's real-time trend. Done in here. I already assigned it. It's fine. Happy with it. Just save and close. Now to do what? Now we have to assign the right graphic to the right content. This is why I will go to my assets, and here I have my linked symbol to my mixer. So this is supposed to be an overview. Double click. How to find it? On the runtime behavior, content type. So this is an overview. Save and close. Same for areas, but instead of going area by area, all areas in my project exist under this graphic in here. I have the packaging overview. Let's go for it. Same content type. This is an overview. Save and close. Production line overview. Here's an overview. It's already assigned. Production overview. Let's see. Is already an overview assigned. Title display. They have here system overview. Let's see the system overview. I will give it as an overview as well. Save and close. Device comment. Oh, I don't need it. Diameter. No. Okay, that's it. OPC client display. Yeah, let me check the OPC client display. And this one is, let's give it an overview as well. Save and close. Now I already assigned the graphic to the right content type. Last but not least, before finishing and starting the project again, redeploying, let's change the navigation. So how to do it? I don't need assets to go assets, enterprise site. Oh, it's too long. So let me go for assets, just simply remove it. I don't need it. what I need here, let me add the first one, packaging. Let me add sibling. I will name it production. And I will add another one for, oh, sorry, not a sibling. Let me remove this one. Okay, I will add a sibling. I will name it, let's see, systems. And I want to add an application, a map application, to show some values on Google Map. Why not? Let me add this another sibling, call it map application. So for packaging, now it's not showing anything. Where is packaging? Here I have to go to reference, packaging, go for enterprise site. No. Okay, let me change the reference in here. Site, open it, plant. Okay, so this is packaging. I need packaging area. So it is packaging now. Yeah. For production as well, let me open. Here I need to go for production area. Systems, it's sys. And map app is actually an application that it's already built in. Apps, touch OMI apps. I want map app. How to assign it, drag and drop inside pan 1. That's it. Everything's ready. No, not yet. I have to configure my map app. Save and close. So how to configure an application? Some of the application must be configured from the application itself. So open it again. Some, not all. You have to click on the application and go for properties, and you can find some configuration in here. For example, here what you can do is to assign the latitude and longitude, the initial one with initial zoom in, but you cannot modify everything. But other application can modify, like for alarm, you can open here from configuration and look at how to configure the alarms, give the queries, etc. By the way, the alarm application is, it looks and it's very similar to the alarm client control in configuration method. How to configure the GIS or the map application? Simply, I will show you how to reach the, okay, let's just close it. You'll find the help file. Just let me minimize here. And you can find the help file in C, program file x86, orchestra, framework, docs, 1033, and ngx. Search for index. Now block continent. And here let's search for map. You can search for what application you need up. This is your map app and how to configure it. This is the alarm application. By the way, there is a good thing about the alarm application that exists in the alarm application, but doesn't exist in by default in the .NET client control. Here in map app, you can add a navigation. So once you click on the alarm, and if you click on the navigation, it will the application will open the page of this component, the exact component that it's under alarm. So you can look at it and find it. So it's a quick navigation based on alarm. Again, so if I have an alarm for temperature, for example, I can click on the alarm, navigate, and the page of the temperature where the alarm exists will open. Now here the map app. However, let's go for the map app and configure it. Simply for this application, you can go for it here. Right click, open. Here it is. So I have the sources. What are the sources I have in map app? WMS, OpenStreet, and Google, etc. Bing, XYZ. Zoom layers. Zoom layer, that means all the graphics that exist between 0 and 8 are part of this layer, continent. That means more than 8%, those graphics that are linked to continent will disappear. Same for country. Lower than 5% or more than 60%, this graphic will disappear. Where are these graphics? In locations. So I have a graphic called map pin. It's part of enterprise. The layer is default. Where it exists on the map is 33.6, the latitude, and minus 117.6, etc., etc. Those latitude and longitude, it's pure map numbers. By the way, you can make a dynamic number. So if you can read those numbers dynamically, you can track something that is moving. You can export and import. By the way, I will show you. Mapping, it's simple graphic that exists in the, go for the model, because it's already pre-designed here. Go for the graphic. Mapping is this one. Show you some values. This is the mapping. But I have mapping. I don't want to show the enterprise site, etc. What I want to show is actually packaging area and production area. So if you export, it will show, if you export that map, it will show something like this. And I have a prepared Excel sheet. There it is. Read it on, whatever, the location, source, etc. And you can simply import what you need. Let's import it. Okay. Production, line 1, line 2, and areas that I need. Source, that's I just need to, I want to change the source to Google. And save and close. That's it. Now, what if I need an application for my OMI that doesn't exist in here? Simply go for Galaxy, import, browse digital exchange. And the digital exchange will open for you, and you can download whatever application you want. Or you can contact the third party that have this application. So for example, I need an extended GIS or a CCTV application. So let's search for OMI. Here you can have Longwatch as CCTV or an extended geospatial GIS. You can talk to the guys here from AVEVA, ask them what they want. Yes, for now it's a bot, but they will answer. That's it. It's done. Everything is ready for testing. Let's test our application. I always like to deploy and redeploy from deployment model. Let's deploy. Open upgrade. Yes, let's open the new one. Oh, now it's open. The default is map app. So this is my map application. very fast to slide in. So I have 3 alarms in packaging area. Let me zoom in. Set the map up. Let me go for packaging area. Yeah, I don't have trend in here, but as you see, the alarm summary have taken pen 2 and 3, taking it's stretched. Now, can I not stretch, give the option to not stretch for the pens? Yes, I can. This can be customized in the property of the pens, but this is the overview, the alarm summary. Let me go for production, line 1. Go for mixer 100. Oh, I forgot to put the pan in here in the mixer 100, so this is why it's not showing. Okay, this is the system. Application is ready, well organized. I can change between assets and other assets from here. Let me just, I forgot small detail here, which is going for mixers and give the trend. Yep, supposed to be real-time trend. Save and close. And this is my security display. I think it is supposed to be alarm summary. Save. Save, yes. Now let's display, redeploy, and display the final result. Okay, let's go for production area. There it is. Packaging area. Go for mixers, production, line 1, mixer 100. It's working as it's supposed to work. And that's it. My application is ready. Now, for sure, this is not all about the OMI. It's a huge application. There's a lot you can dig in for more applications, for more options, for more scripts. Many things you can do, but these are the basics. And as you see, it's easy, just small, nothing. I didn't put any script. I didn't write anything. It's just drag and drop, and those things that can be done with a mouse. So that will be all for today's session. If you need anything, please, you have any question, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you and have a nice day.